So good morning. Welcome to the Downtown Brantford BIA Board of Management meeting for May 15th, 2025. I'm going to start with roll call. Is that finished, Annette?
Yes, I've taken roll call.
Well done. Okay. And approval of the agenda. May I have a motion to approve the agenda? Dave, seconder? Carrie, thank you. And any discussion about the agenda? Any additions? No? Okay, seeing none, may I have a motion, or I'm sorry, a vote to approve? Hands up. Thank you. Carried. All right. Any declarations of conflict of interest? All right, seeing none. And no delegations, so we're down to 5.1, the minutes of April 17th, 2025, Board of Management be approved. May I have a motion to put this on the table? Sean, seconded by Carrie. Any discussion about the minutes? Seeing none, may I have a show of hands? Thank you, approved. All right. Reports. The following reports be received. The DBBIA Marketing and Activations Beautifications Working Group Notes and 521 March April Executive Directors Report and the BIA Executive Committee meeting minutes from May. May I have a motion to put that on the table? Dave, seconded by Sandra. Any discussion? Seeing none, may I have a show of hands? All in favor? And approved. Thank you. Annette, do you have any highlights you want to talk about?
I have a couple. Tuesday at the OBIA Best Practices call, I asked a question about construction parking plans to see if any other BIAs had something they could share, and I received a list of other BIAs that I'm going to look into. Let's see, at a city council meeting or committee of the whole on April 15th, the draft Brantford 2050 city vision was presented to council. It wasn't separated for discussion, but there were lots of comments referencing downtown. If anybody wants a copy of that, I can share it. And a new business that opened, Cubano's restaurant at 31 King Street. I popped in after council on Tuesday. I had the most amazing Cuban sandwich. I highly recommend visiting. It was a great atmosphere in there. I'm really looking forward to having them here and having lunch there again. That's it for me.
Okay, thank you. All right, 6.1. Working group meeting updates, parking transit wayfinding. Lizanna?
Okay, we had a meeting a couple days ago. So it sounds like there's a lot in the plans of the future. And I do want to thank Mandy. She's doing a great job. And we got the parking signs, the P's on Echo and Bain. I think that's really going to help with the parking. So I do thank her for that. Now, we talked a little bit about maybe the parkade security. So I don't know what we can do if somebody has any suggestions. We had one special constables maybe having a sub office there. And just the appearance of having police there might deter some of the damages that are being done. So that's something to look at too. The other thing is putting signs on Colburn at Brent Ave, Clarence at Dalhousie, Market and Gray, just to show that there's free parking on the parkade on Saturday and Sundays. Maybe if we can get people in there and see that it's okay to do. And this is a bad impression right now for people. So maybe we can have signs that go there and park and shop and do whatever you need to do. So I'm kind of excited about that. Hopefully we can do something. So if anybody has any other ideas of how we can improve the parking and everything downtown and the image that's out there. We got to somehow really get that going that it's okay to come downtown.
Okay, thank you, Lizanna. Annette, go ahead.
Just one thing that came up towards the end of the meeting, we were talking about the parking plan for during the construction, and it was suggested that any recommendations that we want to see in that plan, if it could come through me, and then I'll prepare something to share with Lindsay. So if anybody has ideas about parking during the construction, let me know.
Okay, one more thing about the speeding. There's still a lot of speeding on from Market to Clarence. It's like a raceway. So if there's something we can do to slow the traffic down in that area, either signs or something, because there's a lot of students and elderly people from Beckett Building that also have to cross there, and walkers and different things. So if we can look at that as well, how can we do that to slow the traffic down there? And apparently the white lines will be done in downtown as well in June. So there's a lot of progress going. So between Mandy and Lindsay, they seem to say that, you know, a lot is going to be done. So looking forward to that as well.
Okay, thank you, Lizanna. All right, marketing activations, beautifications, working group, Sean?
Well, it looks like most of the things that we talked about at the meeting are actually on the agenda for us this morning. So we'll get to all that. So I'm not going to like go into depth on it. Yeah, we just had the regular updates from Ben and All Day Breakfast talking about the Ducky event is the next thing coming up. And it looks like it's the same as last year. It looks like it's going to be a great event. So I encourage everybody to get involved in some way or another with that and help Ben out, especially with the setup on the day and all that, because I know I'll be there from the crack of stupid until whenever it's done. So, yeah, and like I said, everything else that we talked about is on the agenda this morning. So I'll just let that come up as it does.
Okay, thanks, Sean.
No problem.
All right, 6.1.3, Sandra, on the membership engagement.
We have we're on a bit of a pause. I think what we also found out is a lot of the things that we wanted to do for membership engagement would actually be part of the marketing and activations. So I'm not too sure, maybe in the future, and this wasn't discussed in the meeting, I was just thinking about it when Sean was talking, that, you know, maybe we can get together a little bit and not only for the people to come downtown, but think of something through marketing for our actual members. Because you have to remember, the members have already been determined that they are property owners in the area. So it's not as if we can go out and get new members, but think of ways to engage the members we have. And maybe, you know, something to do with marketing could help us there.
Okay, thank you. All right, 6.2, Shop Local to Win program. Okay. Recommendation from the BIA committee that the Board of Management not participate in the 2025 Shop to Local program and consider in 2026 after reviewing participation and success within other participating BIAs. Do I need a motion on this, Annette? Okay. May I have a motion, please? Put this on the table. Dave, thank you. Seconded by Sean. Thank you. Okay, discussion, questions. Go ahead, Sandra.
Okay, so what did happen with the other BIAs that participated?
Oh, go ahead, Annette. Sorry.
So previously, this was an individual project per BIA where you could sign up for this program, Shop Local to Win. They supplied all the marketing materials. They supplied everything. They decided to change it to a national program. So you would be competing against other BIAs, but there was a $10,000 prize, one each week for 6 weeks. But we're kind of unsure of how it's going to roll out. So it was discussed that perhaps we wait until the next time they do it, just to get a feel for how it went out the first time. This will be the first time they do the national one, and there was some concerns about it, about how much would be actually Brantford-based versus Canada-based.
Was there a cost to that? Remind me, was there a cost to that?
Yes, it was $3,500 to sign up for the project. And then it was $1,800 to get all the marketing materials. So posters, tent cards, flyers, and things like that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other discussion? All right, so I'm going to call the vote for all in favor of the motion. All in favor? And carried, thank you. All right. All right, 6.3, Canada flags for business. This is, all right, funds that the BIA Board of Management approve an expenditure of up to $500 for the creation of 11 by 17-inch flags for distribution to the downtown businesses ahead of Canada Day. The funds to come from the decorations account, one side with the Canadian flag, the reverse side will include our Shop Main Street Canada support logo, as well as thank you for visiting downtown Brantford message and a blurb about the city. Okay. All right. May I have a motion to put this on the table? Dave, Sandra, thank you. Any discussion? Go ahead, Sandra.
Aren't there some legal requirements to putting stuff on a flag?
Oh, it's not on the flag. It's on the back of it's a double-sided 11 by 17. So the flag is not touched. The other side that faces back out into the store on the opposite side of the window,
right,
will have the logo. So the flag and the logo are two separate things.
So one side's the flag and the other side is the logo?
Yes.
Because the flag's usually two-sided. So I'm just wondering, that's all been checked though, to make sure that this fits under what you can do with a flag?
Well, we're not doing it with the flag. There's nothing on the flag. The flag is the Canadian flag.
The flag is the Canadian flag.
Right. There's nothing else on the flag. There are no logos, no writing, no, we're not.
But on the other side of the flag.
We're not defacing. But the other side, I think if we were flying a flag and it had two sides, then you couldn't put something else on.
Okay.
It has to be the flag, right? But
this
is just a sticker in the window.
Oh, okay.
Right? Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize. I thought you were going to fly a flag with this on it. I'm
no, we're not flying.
I don't think so. Okay.
It's 11 by 17, not flying. It's meant to be displayed in a store window.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Any other discussion? Okay, so seeing none, may I call the vote for the expenditure of up to $500 for this? All in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, okay, carried. Thank you.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi went down momentarily. That was the vote on the flag expenditure, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah. So
All right.
I know. Technology. Sean, would you read 6.4? My agenda cut off at the bottom of my page and I can't see all of it.
Oh, okay. No, I'm at home on all-day meeting. Yeah. I sent Justin a picture. Okay.
I don't know who that is. Okay.
Okay.
Sean,
Can you mute James, Barbara? Sorry.
Yes. Oh shit. Okay.
6.4.
There's always color. Go ahead.
A recommendation from the DBBIA executive that the Board of Management approve $500 per month that would be held as a contingency for unexpected items that must be approved by at least 3 members of the Marketing Activations, Beautifications, Decorations Working Group and reported to the board. Funds to come from other marketing projects account or beautification or decorations account, depending on the project.
Okay. Could we have a seconder? Dave? All right. Any discussion on this? Okay, seeing none, could we call the vote to approve? All in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carrie, you're not in favor. Okay. Okay. It was carried. Okay.
Sorry, was that Carrie? Carrie voted against that motion?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know if she's frozen now. Carrie,
Okay,
can you
I
hear
just
me?
need to keep track of the
Yeah,
numbers.
I know. Carrie, can you hear us? Oh, you were frozen there for a minute, Carrie. Did you vote in favor of that? Yes, she's shaking her head. She's got a delayed feed. Okay. Must be at the cottage. All right. So that carried, Annette. Okay. All right, 6.5, Christmas tree project. Recommendation from the BIA committee that the executive committee that the BIA approve an expenditure of up to $5,000 for continuation of the mini Christmas tree project. 50 new trees to be created, and we'll use the Shop Main Street Canada Shop logo as stickers for the star portion at the top, and that the theme be promote your business, organization, or school. All right, could I have a motion to put this on the table? Dave, thank you. Sandra seconded. All right, any discussion? Annette?
Since I can't suggest adjustments to the amount or anything, if somebody would like to bring forward a change to this, we didn't include the cost for the stickers for the stars. So Ben got us a quote for $45 for 100. I think you might want to boost that up just because I'm not sure of how many trees we have in storage. We could have over 50 with the 50 new trees. So if you could suggest an amendment to maybe up that to up to $100 for stickers.
Dave? Is that your amendment? Okay. So Dave,
Yeah, sorry, yes,
Right.
I would like that amendment.
okay. All right, so now it reads and another, what is it? How does it read in it? So be another.
And I'll put another and in there, or actually I'll have to put in a separate amendment that the DBBIA approve up to $100 to include the sticker logos for the Christmas trees.
Right. Okay.
We'll need a seconder for that, a separate vote on the amendment,
Yeah.
and then a vote.
Okay, so we need, so Dave, that was Dave's amendment. Sandra seconded. Okay. And all in favor of the amendment? Okay, carried. And
Sorry, who is the
then
seconder? Sorry.
Sandra. And then call the vote on the motion with the amendment. All in favor? And carried. Thank you. All right, 6.6. Chamber of Commerce breakfast with the chief. Annette, do you want to discuss this with us, please?
Sure. So the BIA has partnered with the chamber to have the Chamber of Commerce breakfast with the chief. It's going to be on June 9th at the Best Western at 7 a.m. We're getting 4 free tickets from the chamber for sponsoring the event, and then it will be $50 for anybody else to attend. We have funding for any board members that want to attend. You need to let me know by May 20th if you want to go and if you have any dietary restrictions so that I can register you and pay for you. So if anybody knows right now that they want to go, I can start the registration process.
One's got his hand up, Sandra and Dave and Lizanna. And I'm going.
Did you get Sean?
Yeah. No, we lost Carrie. She came back. Okay. You good? You good, Annette? Oh, Dave, I'm sorry, you have a question.
I just wanted to mention to Annette, and I think I mentioned to before, I'm gonna try and get tickets through my work. So if I can get tickets through work, then I'll take myself off that list, but I will be attending.
All right, good to go. 6.7. Sean, could you carry this one, please?
A recommendation from the DBBIA Executive Committee that the DBBIA Board of Management approve an expenditure of up to $5,000 for the purchase of up to 100 pre-planted planters for businesses to display outside of their business. Businesses would be required to maintain the planters during the season and return them at the end of the season. They would also be asked to bring the planters in during the evening. No replacements will be offered to businesses if they are stolen or vandalized during the season. If businesses would like more than one planter, they will be required to pay $50 plus HST per planter. This is considered a pilot project and will be distributed on a first-come, first-served basis. The DBBIA can also include stickers or flags with our logo.
Is that your motion, Sean?
Sure, yes.
Okay, we could, a seconder, please. Dave, thank you. All right, discussion? Go ahead, Annette.
Once again, we haven't included, if we want to do like a little flag with our shop local sticker in them, Ben got us a quote for $155 for the flags with the logo. So we would need another amendment to include that amount.
Okay. Dave, go ahead. So, are you second?
Yeah, I'd like to make that amendment.
Oppose the amendment?
Make a
Okay.
motion for the amendment.
All right, good. And seconder, Sean?
Well,
Sean question or Sean seconder?
I had a question first.
Okay, I need a seconder first.
Okay.
Can you second it and then ask your
sure,
question? Okay. All right. All right, so the seconder was Sean, and now Sean has a question.
Just the clarification, the quote you got from Ben was to cover the up to 100 planters?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
One other thing that needs to, I guess, to be considered is, or actually I'll let this amendment go through, and then after it's amended, I have some comments about delivery.
Okay. All right, so we'll, any further discussion on the amendment? Okay, seeing none, we're going to, all in favor of the amendment? All right, carried, thank you. And now you're going to discuss that, Annette.
So I have a letter that I can send out immediately to the businesses to see if they're going to be interested in participating in this. Let's say we get 50 businesses that want to. Lindsay and I were talking about where they could be delivered to, one central area. Ideas were Harmony Square, the Civic Center, or the old City Hall. We would require businesses to come there and pick them up. What if people don't come and pick them all up? I'm going to be stuck there with 20, 30 planters and no way of doing anything with them. I don't have a large vehicle, so I think we need to have some kind of consideration for what happens if.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Sandra.
How big are they?
Go ahead. I don't know how big they are.
Like regular garden size, if you went to the garden center and picked up one for your front stoop. I don't know the measurements of them. I'm going to assume that they're carryable. I have a photo, but I can't share the photo.
No, it's okay. They're probably 18 to 20 inches high and probably 16 inches across. I'm going to say that's likely the size. So, but yes. Now, if people have, if I may, so if they don't pick them up, what are we going to do with them? It's a problem. And we can't get the city to pick them up for us and store them. Go ahead, Dave.
So we manage some units at 150 Colburn, which is Harmony Square, where the Parks and Rec office is there. There's a large basement that is really unusable. It's low headroom, but it's very open at the bottom of the elevator there. I could check with the condo board to see if there's an opportunity for us to just move them in there if they're not being picked up immediately. That gives us an opportunity to put them somewhere so that we can make arrangements for them to come and get them at another time. And it would just be a matter of having persons put them in the elevator and take them down and put them in this area.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dave. Annette, then Lizanna.
I'd like to suggest maybe then bringing them here to the BIA office, and then people can pick them up here. It's probably staffed more. You're not going to have to get somebody to go into the basement to let it go, but there needs to be a way of getting them from wherever. Let's say we do this at the old city hall, people pick them up there. How are we going to get them from there to here?
I wish Ben
I'm
would
not sure. Lindsay was going to talk to, I think, operations. I don't know if you've had a response from them yet.
So I haven't had a firm response. They kind of need more information as to how many planters, which would predicate how many trucks and all of that. I do think that we would have to assume there would be some small labor cost included in that as well for their time. But again, those are details I would have to verify. So once we have kind of a sense of the ask, I'm sure they can give us a firm yes or no, understanding that we need to have a contingency plan at this point. So not saying I can't do it, but it wouldn't be probably plan A in my recommendation.
Okay, so that may not be a detail we figure out here, but at least everyone think about it. And go ahead, Dave. Oh, I'm sorry, Lizanna had a comment.
I just thought if they're never picked up, maybe they could offer it to the downtown businesses if they'd like a second one for free, if they're never picked up.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. We had Dave, and I have Lindsay and then Sean.
Yeah, I just want to make a comment. I do like the idea of having them picked up at the BIA because I think there's an opportunity for members to come to the BIA office who may have not ever been to the BIA office. And it kind of could be like an open house thing. Now, I know that building has a setback from the sidewalk, which is quite a bit. You could actually put a lot of planters across the front and down the side on, is it Nelson that's on the corner there? Or
Here,
no, sorry,
Sheridan.
that's Sheridan. Yeah, down Sheridan as well, which would be a great visual for a picture to see all these planters and promote the BIA office. I think it's a good opportunity if we can arrange to have them dropped at the office, and then we would have to ask board members to assist with this.
okay. Lindsay, go ahead.
I was just going to put a suggestion on the table for consideration that if anyone is purchasing a planter, because you're taking on that initial cost, you could ask that they issue payment to you when they indicate that they want that instead of when they pick it up. Like that could be a requirement.
Mhm.
Just a suggestion, just so that you're not eating the cost of it if they don't show up.
Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. Okay, Sean, you had a comment?
Yeah, just a comment that I think that all of the details, the logistics about picking them up and everything, that we can hash that out at the beautification, decorations, marketing act, that meeting. Need a better name for that group, but I think we can work that out there rather than because we're just voting on the cost here, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Sandra?
I'm just, for me to be clear, so if they want one, it is covered, so they're not paying for one. If they want the second one, then they pay for the second one.
Yes.
Okay, because like Lindsay was saying, if they had put money out, it probably would have been more of a motivation to come and get it. So okay, well, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Annette? Another comment?
I was just going to say, yeah, I agree with Sean, but we need to nail down these details before I let Lindsay know that we're going to be ordering these. I just want to make sure that I'm not stuck camping out at City Hall with 30 leftover planters or walking them back and forth to the office. So that's my only concern.
I understand.
Yeah.
We'll get some resolution here. We'll get that. Go ahead, Lizanna.
Can I just say one more
wanted to
thing?
comment. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go
Now,
ahead, Annette.
I just want to comment if they're
No,
left.
Annette, I'm sorry, Lizanna. Annette just had one more comment.
Okay.
I just wanted to remind board members that this is why we need planning for next year. These last minute things, we don't have time to work out the details. We're kind of scrambling. So when ideas are brought forward, we need to consider timing. We should be planning something like this for next year, budget wise too. So we're not last minute looking for money to do these things. So that's just a
And it was brought up last minute. Go ahead, Lizanna.
I just wanted to mention if they were left out on the sidewalk, especially around, and they will get stolen. So I wouldn't think it was a good idea to leave them out too long or overnight, especially around the corner.
Okay, so if I could just hobble this all together, what we're looking for is a solution is if they're not all picked up, which they probably won't be. So we need to assure Annette before she talks to Lindsay that we have a solution for those that are left over. And I'm going to suggest that we contact Ben and Bernie. Bernie has a truck. Bernie will probably help us if he's in town. Go ahead, Dave.
I just had another thought. Across the street from the BIA office is Freedom Gate Apartments, which is owned by Freedom Church. I could approach the church and ask them to use their rear courtyard, which is gated and locked. And it would be a matter of just shuffling the extra ones over there, put them out in that gated compound, which is beside the building. It's right across the street.
That would be great. So, I'm thinking of the best way forward here. So we do have a motion on the table to actually go ahead with this. If we can't work out the details, then we don't go ahead with it. But at least approve the motion so we can go ahead and then work out the details. Okay? Is everybody all right with that? So I'm going to ask for a vote on that. A vote on the amendment. Now, like we've done the amendment, now with the motion as amended. All in favor? All right. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the discussion. All right. So we come to Sergeant Balone isn't with us today, which is too bad. Do we have city updates, Councillor Samuel?
I don't really have many updates to share. The only thing that I really wanted to say today was I wanted to just thank the BIA for delegating at the committee of the whole meeting and just say that you did a great job and I was glad to see you there and I appreciated that.
Thank you. We were happy to support. All right. We'll go down to James. James, you still with us?
I'm still here.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. So a few updates from Conestoga. Just with regards to our student numbers for the spring term with international enrollment and all the issues going around in post-secondary, our numbers are low. We're down around 250 for our intake for this year, for this spring. But that's consistent across other post-secondary institutions with spring being low to begin with. It's just a little bit more effective with the with everything going on right now as well. But I can confirm, and our Dr. Tibbetts was at an event last week and did mention about, because there were some questions and rumors whether Conestoga was staying in Brantford, but he did confirm that Brantford is not going anywhere from Conestoga. We have a strong foothold in Brantford, a lot of strong partnerships with the city and community partners. They're working on different plans and programming to kind of enhance enrollment in the future. Our partnership with the Grand Area School Board and the programs out at Tollgate Tech that will be coming online this September. Our electrical trades will be moving from the airport to Tollgate, with plans for our automotive power moving out to Tollgate in winter of 26. And they've got some partnerships with the Grand Area School Board for some programming out there, which is really unique and interesting to help build the student base out there for domestic as well. We did move out of our leased building at 274 Colburn Street. We relocated staff and classrooms and other activities up to our 50 Wellington building that we own. That just happened within 4 days. A couple weeks ago, we got notice that we were getting out of our lease. And so staff, students, and all activities are now out of 274 Colburn Street. We do still have some furniture and different items down there that will be coming out of that building. We will be technically out completely by August 31st of this in the summer. So over the next few months, they'll be transitioning some of the furniture and other items out of there. They still have security on property at 274 Colburn until we vacate completely. For fall, it's still a little bit early to get real good handle on the numbers for fall intake, but we're looking somewhere around 500 or 600 students for fall, which again is a little bit lower than we've had in the last couple of years. It kind of takes us to numbers of just pre-pandemic, because during the pandemic things kind of happened a little bit, and then a couple of years ago in 23, numbers really exploded across the board. We more than doubled our numbers, which sounded great, but when we went up to over 3,000 students, that was too much for the staff, the property, and what we had. So we're looking forward to increasing our numbers at a little bit more steady pace, and then plan accordingly with properties and buildings and partnerships to make sure that we have the resources and effective buildings and infrastructure to support the student growth. But that is the projection, and the college is moving forward, and we look forward to, like I said, steadily increasing our student population over the next few years to get back up to where we were a couple years ago. Thank you.
Thank you, James. It's a difficult time for all colleges.
It is. It's across the board, and one of the challenges right now is not necessarily the caps that are in place for international students. It's more reputational now. A lot of international students want to travel to Canada for their studies. So with a few things that have been going on, we're hopeful that in the next year, I think this next year will be telling to see if we can kind of come out of that a little bit, which I think we will. And I think fall will be an indicator that we can kind of start coming out of that and a new cycle. And it's just something to build upon. And like I said, we're committed to Brantford. We're committed to our other campuses and moving forward. I do want to note, there's been a little misinformation in the news. I've even heard some of our staff in Brantford say, "Hey, I heard this on the news," and so we've gone to some of the campuses have closed on Mondays because they're able to fit the classes on campus from Tuesday to Fridays. So some of the campuses have closed the doors on Mondays, but we're not stopping operations. Staff that would be on campus on a Monday, for instance, are now working from home or working in another campus. So staff are still working full-time hours, just the location that they're working on a Monday if the campus is closed due to no classes being scheduled. So I've heard on the news actually the other day that Conestoga's gone to a 4-day work week. We're still working 5 days a week, whether your particular campus is open on Mondays for classes or not. All staff are still working full-time hours. They haven't reduced hours. They just reduced the location that you might be working, whether from home or a different campus on that Monday when there's no classes. So it's not a 4-day work week. It's just a modified week instead. So just kind of want to clarify that in case folks heard rumors that we are still 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Just the location might be a little bit different on that Monday for some staff. That's all.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right. Lindsay.
Barbara. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to share an update on the downtown revitalization. So first and foremost, I would ask all of you to take out your pen or type in your notes, save the date for the Downtown Revitalization Business Forum, which we have scheduled for June 26th and will be held in the Bulldogs Lounge. Formal invitation will follow, but this in essence is going to be an event really tailored for our business community in the downtown and in the surrounding areas. It will include 3 parts. It will provide a lot of value to you, so I highly recommend that you do come out and please do share across your networks. We will be presenting a project overview, so that will provide some of the context for why this project came to be. We'll review the EA and the things that came out of the master planning and detailed design processes. We will have our experts from across several departments, including our construction and design engineering teams. They'll walk you through sort of what's planned for this initial phase, and then phase 2, which will be in the core. And we'll be happy to receive your feedback as well. We'll also be including comparator municipalities. So if any of you went out to the Paris Downtown Dig event that they did for their business community, they offered this panel which had local business owners, BIAs, chambers from other communities who have recently undergone a downtown revitalization, major construction project like this. They shared best practices and mitigation strategies, and we would really like to have that available to you as well. And it will have a third part as well, so really centered on business supports. You'll see May Legg, who's already committed to being there as a panelist, so shout out to your team, Joe. We'd like to have someone from Enterprise Brant as well, and then of course Councillor Samuel and I will be there to talk about how we'll continue supporting the businesses through the process. So please do mark it in your calendars and look out for more information on that. That's my agenda. With respect to design and construction, where we're at, we have received the 100% detailed design IFT package from our design consultant, Ainley Group. It is currently with the city for final review. It will be released imminently for bid, which is very exciting. Really looking forward to having our contractor on board and moving into this next stage of the project. Just a brief reminder that phase 1 includes ICOM from Brant Avenue to Clarence Street South, and then Brant between Colburn and Dalhousie. Phase 2, we are very nearing 50% completion of the detailed design. The bulk of this has been underground. We are really looking forward to moving above ground and talking about the streetscaping features, and of course consulting with this group and the many stakeholders across the downtown as to what our downtown should look like. So look forward to those engagement opportunities for sure. I wanted to thank the BIA for including me this month in their parking meeting, and as well the Marketing and Beautification Working Group meeting. I've really appreciated being involved and helping out where I can, so thank you very much. Councillor Samuel and I continue our roadshow, conducting business visits and making sure that everyone is well aware of the construction to come, has an opportunity to ask us right then and there their questions or follow up with us with a meeting request at the downtown office. As far as my list, that's all I've got. But please reach out to me if you have questions, or raise your hand now if you want to ask anything.
Okay, Lindsay, I have a question. The business forum, is it an evening meeting?
It is.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you. Thank you, Barbara. Yes, it will be 6 to 8 p.m. at the Bulldogs Lounge.
Okay. Excellent. Good.
There will be some snacking provided.
Snacking's good. Keeps
Right?
people there. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right. Any questions of Lindsay while we're there? No. Okay. We know where you are, Lindsay. All right. Cheryl, welcome.
Thank you. I don't have a lot. I just have a couple of things that I wanted to mention to this group. So we have launched our spring summer programming lineup. So if anyone is interested in coming down, there's lots of great programs this summer. We're doing a summer reading challenge again, which is for kids, teens, and adults, and that launches in June. There's going to be more information on that on the website. It's usually a favorite in the community, so I definitely encourage you to give it a try if you're interested. Throughout July and August, on every Monday, there's going to be free live performances in the library. They're called Marvelous Mondays, is kind of the blanket campaign that we do this under. So they're cool things that we don't normally have programming on. So you're going to get things like bug shows, birds of prey. There's like a hula hoop circus that's happening, a science show. So these are all great events to bring kids to, and they're all free, which is great as well. So we usually get quite a big turnout for these types of events. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that in case you're looking for something to take your kids, your grandkids, or whoever in your family to. And the other piece I want to mention too is that we get questions sometimes or people don't realize is that if someone is working in Brantford, they can get a library card as well. So that gives them access to, of course, come and borrow books, but there's also a lot of online digital resources. So there's like LinkedIn Learning, there's Transparent Language. There's a ton of different, like ancestry.ca. So there's a lot of free services that come with that, where sometimes cost could be a barrier if you didn't have that library card. So just as you're kind of talking to people, if anything does come up, they can definitely get one. They just have to work here. They don't necessarily have to live here. And all of our information about programs and things like that are, of course, on our website or our social media. Or you can reach out to me as well, and I can send you some more information.
Excellent, thank you. Any questions? Oh, go ahead, Annette.
I'm not sure if you have it handy, but I think sometimes reminding people how many visits there are to the library a year is kind of eye-opening that you're bringing that many people downtown. If you have that number to share, that would be great.
Yes, I actually just put it in our annual report, which our board is going to review today. So I'll be able to share that widely in June or at the next meeting. Absolutely. It is an impressive number. I just want to make sure it's approved before I spread it all over. But yeah, I can bring some of that for sure.
Good, thank you. We appreciate your coming. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
All right. City staff DCNA updates, reports. I'm not sure we have any of that. 710 May Lake is not here, but I'm wondering, Joe, do you have anything you would like to say?
Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, appreciate the invite here. May was trying to work on something else, so I'm sitting in. So I think you're going to see more of a routine attendance from either myself, May, or someone else on the ECDev team coming to your BIA meetings. I think that's the first and foremost I'd like to say. And then secondly, you guys were all aware of giving your attendance on Tuesday night at Cal that we are close to, once council's adopted, having those new letters for 2024 year in review in print, and we can share them with the BIA and other businesses throughout the city if required. I think the other part there is some of the ongoing projects that my team is working on, and Tara Tran is kind of spearheading some of them, and one of them is the downtown entertainment district. So we haven't really acknowledged or had a formalized kickoff, but there will be some engagement pieces prior to the fall where we hope to bring something to Cowan Council with respect to that district or that area that we're proposing. And we're going to try and map something out that I think is favorable for everyone. Obviously you have a number of feedback and engagement through that process with our recommendation coming later in the fall. There's also we're going to be providing some media presence with regards to and advertisements with regards to our signature summer event that's going to be forthcoming in August. It is primarily focused on the first Saturday, which is unfortunately the long weekend, but I think that there's a lot going on, and this whole push with shopping local and staying local is going to help that, regardless of a long weekend or not. There's other things that are happening within the downtown and through the mayor's office and some other performances that we're trying to acknowledge, and we'll have that kind of mapped out plan would be to hopefully close off one of the streets for this signature event, include food trucks and the BIA and all that other good stuff. So this was part of a report that that went to council last summer when I started in this position. And really the direction of council is, we want to see a signature winter fest, we want to see a signature summer fest. And so the Parks and Rec team kind of focused on the winter one, and my team in tourism, Kara Davies, kind of spearheading the summer one. So stay tuned on that. We're going to once we get a little bit more details, I'd like to present something to this BIA at some point in the very near future, likely the next meeting, whenever that is. I'm assuming it would be in June of next month. So aside from that, there's a number of other things my team are working on, but happy to answer any questions that you might have based on what my team does and our involvement going forward with you guys.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Any questions for Joe? You did a good job. There are no questions. Thank you, Joe. We're really happy that the city's represented so well at our meetings, because it's a good partnership, and we appreciate everyone being here. Good.
Thank you.
Are there any external committee updates? Economic Development, Heritage Chamber, Downtown Action Committee, Brantford Town and Gown? Any updates? Okay. So, any notices of motion? Don't believe so. All right. Well done. Not even an hour. There you go. Thank you, everyone. Our next meeting is June 12th, 8 a.m. and by Zoom. Have a good day.
Thank you, Barbara.
I need a motion to adjourn. Look, all those hands are up. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a
Thanks,
good day.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.